dark universe. I am who I am, not less and not more. I'm here to share my existence. I'm here to share my love, my love, my love, my love, my love. I'm here to share my love, my love, my love. I'm here to share my love, my love, my love. I'm here to share my love, my love, my love. I am who I am. Hello, family. Woohoo! I am who I am. I am who I am. I am who I am. Happy birthday to Ami! Woohoo! Turning 40, baby. 40 years old, right now, 40 years ago. Woohoo! Bless. So much in 40 years. I can't imagine what the next 40 will bring. Absolutely craziness. I'm very happy to be here with you tonight, family, to celebrate with you my 40th birthday on a live stream with a beautiful community, with my beautiful family. What can I ask for that is better than that? But let's do a bit more of this beautiful thing we did in 11/11. This is from Harmonious Gathering, one of my biggest production. I'm very proud of it. 450 people in Glen Ira Town Hall, 11 musicians from different cultures, different genres of music, all came together in a beautiful night of the 11/11/11 to play in the name of unity, for harmony, for love, for peace on this planet, among us the people. And listen, this is Vinod Prasanna, a Bansuri master. Listen to this. If you ask me who I am, I will tell you with no shame. A star seed, another face of God. I come and go, create and leave it all behind. I'm calling to develop your love. I'm calling to develop your heart. Too much time is spent on our egos. Let it all go, keep your spirit alive. Woohoo! Keep your spirit alive. Keep your spirit alive. Keep your spirit alive. Let's go! I am who I am. Family, thank you for all your blessings. I can see your names on the screen. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Laura, beautiful sister Laura. Hello, brother Steven. Hello, Mansi. Hello, Chris. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Sam. Hello, Simone. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Julia. Hello, Shalom, Mima. Shalom, Dor Versano, אחי היקר. Hello, Adrian. And Roll King. And Zavit, my auntie. Love you. אוהב אותך, דודה יקרה. וטיאני. וסטפני. And אבא, תודה רבה אבאלה, קימברלי, אחי גיא, וואו! היי, איזה כיף לי לראות את השמות שלכם. So nice to see your names on the screen. Brada O, hermano Hector, Stephanie, Clara from Sweden, woohoo! Hello Carly, this is a party baby, this is a party! Alright! Fantastic, great fun. So let's finish it with the last verse of the song. This is my message for you. I am who I am, not more and not less. I'm just a spark of light, surfing in a dark universe. I am who I am, not less less and not more. I'm here to share my existence. I'm here to share my love, my love, my love, my love, my love. I'm here to share my love, my love, my love. I'm here. Hello, Kali Rasta. Hello, Catherine. Nick, my champion, world champion in kickboxing, is with us in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Let's clap hands with Ami. I'm here to share my love, my love, my love. I'm here to share my love, my love, my love. I'm here to share my love, my love, my love. I'm here to share my love, my love, my love. I'm here to what a beautiful memory. I'm here to share my love, my love, my love. I'm here to share my love, my love. Now feel the vibe in the room, feel it now. Awesome! What a great memory. That was a great time in my life. 11/11/11. That was the peak of my music career as a musician. And then after this concert, I basically, a week after Mali, my son, was born. And then sound healing came into my life. And this is why I'm today. Now sound healing became also live streams and astrology and a celebration of life. And, you know, this is who I am in general. I just, I love sharing who I am. That's why this song, you know, this song, it's a funny story. I was attacked by a person that was supposed to be a family member. And that person, like, really, unfortunately, that person is unwell. And when that person really attacked me severely, and I stood up for myself, and I said, like, this is how far you go. Then what I got from that person was like, who do you think you are? I went out from that place on that day, and I went like, that's a very good question. Who do I think I am? So I went to the park and I sat under the tree. And this is how this song came out. It's like, who am I? Who do I think I am? You know? So it's kind of like, I am who I am, you know? It's kind of like, not less, not more. I'm just a spark of light, you know? Surfing in a dark universe. You know, I'm just here to share my love. I come and go, create and leave it all behind. This is who I am. Like, nothing I do stays with me. Everything I do stays here. And so, you know, and this is the truth for all of us. We are all co-creators. And so through our personal life, we create. And we create something that we leave as legacy for future generations. We leave our wisdom and our knowledge and our experiences with those people around us, the people that we cross our path with our children, with our family members, with our friends. When we share ourselves, when we share our stories, when we share what we know, when we share our expertise and our talents and our gifts, this is how we enrich humanity. This is how we enrich the collective consciousness, this planet, this dimension, this reality. And for me, you know, I faced my death at the end of 21. That was my crescendo. And after, when you face death, in a way that is tangible, like it's like you died but you are alive, kind of a thing. The perception of life changes. You don't look at life in the same way. You cannot look at life in the same way, especially when it involves being around death. When you see a lot of death and destruction, unfortunately I experienced that, you get a whole reality check about physical reality, the third dimension, where we roam, where we exist, which is Taurus. So me having my birthday today, we are now in Taurus season, because I'm a Taurus. But it's not Taurus season because I'm a Taurus. It's a season Taurus season. Mercury is with Saturn at the moment and Uranus, so excuse any hiccups. Taurus season is because the sun moved into Taurus last week. Now, last week I didn't come live at you because I was going through a very profound and challenging week. A few weeks, I would say. And, you know, I felt that the right call was for me to retreat from all external duties and just go inwards, Go deep within, because that's Taurus, you see. Taurus is the meditator. Taurus is like the Buddha. Taurus is here on the earth, present, steady, stable, secure. Taurus find the resources within himself, within herself, because Taurus is around our resources. It's what we have, what we don't have, our possessions, what we value. It's our values for life, our philosophy, but it's also what we value as valuable. Your 58 or 78 inch LED Ultra HD MKWXXZZ 500 TV that is like the new best thing, and it's like, cost $100,000. Or you don't value TV as much, and you just found like a TV that was thrown in the street. You picked it up, you brought it home, it's an old school TV, the box, and you're happy with it because you don't watch TV anyway. So sometimes when you want to watch a DVD or something, you watch that. That's how you value TV. So TV is TV, but each one of us value TV in a different thing. For example, fashion. As a classic Taurus, I thought to myself, what's the best thing to do for my birthday? You're turning 40, it's different than you're 20, You're not looking to trash yourself and go doof partying and things like that. You're more looking for quality. So I found myself going, for the first time in many, 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 many years, to buy some clothes for myself, to go and go to a barber, fix my beard, not because I can't do it by myself, because I deserve a quality service on my birthday to pamper myself and to give me Taurus beauty, sensuality, good quality, valuables, it's money, it's investments, it's your goods, it's your gold and silver and crypto, it's your money in the bank, it's your real estate, it's your relationships. Big thing, relationships. We're going to talk a lot about that in what's going on here. It is your love life. It is your sex life. It is your physical health. It is your presence. It is your sense of grounding. It is your sense of security, of safety, of stability. And it's an earth sign. It's a very fixed earth sign. It's like, this is it. I wake up at 7, I eat my breakfast, I go to walk, I come back at 4, I go to gym, I have my dinner, I see 1 hour TV, I have a shake, I go to bed. That's my routine. But suddenly, for example, the poo came in 2020, which wasn't predicted by me directly of what happened as the poo, but I did predict it's something big. It's funny because last week in meditation came a lady that I haven't seen for a long time. And last time she saw me was before COVID. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say poo, what I said. So the last time she saw me was before the poo. And she came to me, and in the reception, she looks into my eyes and she's like, Ami, I remember that I came in October of 2019, and you said that we have a few months and then the beginning of 2020 something will happen, and it did. It's like when it happened I was like, wow. And I'm very proud of it, not proud of the fact of what happened. I'm proud of the fact that I could predict that, because that means that I could have been in good service to the community, to the collective. I could have given people insight, guidance, preparation, and that was my agenda and intention all the time. Because I'm a Taurus, the whole concept of future awareness report that I've started in September of 2017. September 2017, my research began, and then that's what led me from 2018 onwards into cryptocurrency, into talking about it. I remember that time I used to come to meditation room, sound healing meditation. People coming just to meditate, to enjoy, but I am like in the eye of my research, like realizing what's coming for us as a collective. And so I come in service into a sound healing meditation room, and I sit in front of 30 people who are here just to meditate and relax, and I go like, okay, but I have to tell you something else. And then I have to tell them all that is happening now 3 years ago. And it was very challenging. In that time, I remember my reflections were like, wow, I can feel the burden of the prophet. I could sense, I experienced the burden of the prophet, because you speak of something that is coming that doesn't have a tangible evidence in that time. And you get reactions which are legit. You can't blame people. Some people walked away from me. They never came back because they didn't understand what I was doing. They misinterpreted it, maybe. Maybe they judged it. Maybe they just, I don't know. Maybe they didn't want the help. Whatever it was, I never took it personally. I just knew that that's the journey of each person, each individual. The message is the message, The radio station, the radio is basically when a person sit and channel, like what I do now. I'm just a radio. I'm just releasing the frequency that is coming through. So when the radio releases through the radio station, you can't blame the radio for what's playing on the radio station. It's like the message is a message, but it affects different people differently. The reason why I'm talking about that is, I guess I'm kind of giving you a bit of a 40th birthday kind of pinpoints of my life, but it all started from the fact that I faced the death. And the reality just changed. And that's what led me to living life in purpose of being in service to something that is higher than just a day-by-day life. And, last night a friend took me out, and I didn't go out for many, many years. I haven't been out for many, many years because I'm a healer, I'm a meditator, I'm a family man, I have a son, It's kind of like it's not really my lifestyle to go out now. But this friend really insisted to take me out on a birthday. He said, no, you need to come with me. You need to have fun. Let's go. So I went with him. And it's funny because, I'm standing in this kind of nice place. There's awesome music. The music was great, really nice beat. Nothing too kind of intense, but nice harmonies, nice melodies with good taste. So I really enjoyed it. It was good vibe. And I'm looking around and he's having a ball, he's dancing, he's that, and all I can see is that place that I was in from the eyes of the healer. So it wasn't the greatest fun, because I wasn't there like numb and just, wasting myself, going even more numb in order to fit to the numb environment. I mean, in my personal perception in that moment, of course, I cannot judge anyone. There were beautiful people. They had a ball and they deserve to have that, so I don't judge anything there. I'm just saying, from my point of view, I was standing there and all I could see, and I was walking with him in the street, and I see these young girls sitting on the sidewalk, completely drunk, asleep on their knees, their back between their legs, no shoes. Another woman vomit through a window. All I could see was just pain and suffering. I could see one walking like wounded, Yes, of course, they look good, they look beautiful and everything. And I was like, wow, it's just amazing, It's just amazing where life takes you and the things you realize with the time. And so this is now what I just said about the experience of people being wasted and numb and getting lost. It's very valid to this live stream, because on top of the fact, we have quite big headlines in the astrology. I mean, in the week that I took off from the live stream, that was an intense week. It was a very intense week, and the intense week was sitting directly on my personal planet. So I was being zapped, basically. I had like Sun on my Mars, Mercury on my Mercury, Venus on my Sun, and the Sun on my Venus, and the Sun on my Mercury, and Uranus on my Venus, all at the same time, like, boof. And I'm like sitting like, going through some massive changes, transformations, confrontations, a lot of inner process, a lot of everything. It was unreal. Like, I was just found myself in the eye of the storm, observing an uncontrolled vortex of chaos that is just kind of like, and I was just kind of just holding space in my best ability just to be safe. Taurus. And that's why I'm talking about Taurus like that. In that time, I went inward because in my inwardness, I found the resources that I needed in order to get through what I had to get through all by myself. You know, I had to face everything by myself. And it just intensified and intensified and intensified. And I was like, wow. Instead of, while I'm cruising through it, I just went deeper and deeper into me and deeper into me, into my connection to source, into my connection to spirit, into the support that I have. One person asked me, Ami, do you have any support? And I said, first of all, primarily, my support is God. Spirit is my support. And it's true. What was with me in the battlefield, facing death, is the Great Spirit. And it protected me in golden light that was all around me, visible to my peripheral vision. And that golden light paralyzed whatever was in front of me and saved me. Basically, so it's not that I'm saying it as a beautiful philosophical thing that I've read in a book. I'm saying it from flesh and blood experience. I saw that in a moment of facing death, all by myself, completely vulnerable, completely subjected to the darkness that was in front of me, Spirit was there, God was there, the universe was there, and that will forever stay here with me and take me through everything that I go through. So that's why I can be a guide to people, because I've been in every possible dark pocket you could ask for in one lifetime, in 40 years. I've been through so much. So I'm definitely looking forward to a really awesome 40 years ahead of peace and harmony and happiness and joy and love and just good quality Taurus. So far through this introduction, I gave you a lot about the Taurus. I gave you a lot about myself. And I gave you a lot about what I've been through, which I always, when I share things about myself, there is the intention behind it to inspire and relate. It doesn't have to relate to everyone, but a lot of times I get comments afterwards that certain people related to a certain message. It was that was what they needed to hear. It really clicked with them. It really resonated with them. And that's the key. That's a beautiful thing. Out of this time we're going to spend together tonight, even if 99% will come through one side and go through the other, that 1% that will resonate with you, that's the whole purpose. If 100% resonate with you, even more fantastic, because then I can help you more. But always use discernment. What's for you, take on. What's not for you, leave for others. And just keep on looking for the gems, the diamonds that are actually resonating with you. Thank you. My mom said this color is very good for me. Well, Taurus, Earth. That's why I wore this red. All day long I've been, this is a new jumper I bought myself. I spoiled myself. And I'm wearing it, and it's red, and I feel good in it, and nice and warm, good quality. It's not just like a Target jumper. I spend a nice amount of money on it, and that was the purpose. I actually did it with that intention. I was like, I usually never spend money on myself. I'm a very humble man. And I went like, this time I'm going to take you shopping, and I'm buying you the best of the best that I can get you, because you deserve it, baby. Yeah, baby. So yeah. Now, if I'll go and talk to you about last week, this live stream will be hours, because the fact that we have to go for a moment backward, actually, because of the Taurus season, right? So let's go 1 week back. And now a couple of days forward. Here we go. A few hours forward. I'm going now into the astrology. Everything is always about everything. When I talk about myself, I'm still talking about astrology. When I talk about astrology, I still talk about myself and you, and everything. Now, Tuesday, the 20th of April, last Tuesday, the sun entered Taurus, right here. And that's the Taurus season. Now, look at this fancy Taurus season. You've got the sun and Mercury conjunction. Yeah, they're both on the 0 degree of Taurus. So Taurus season begins with this tone, that there is a message here. There is a realization in this cycle. There is something that we need to configure, to talk about, to negotiate, to debate, to converse, mentally and vocally, and on the paper, and on the keyboard, and on the phone, and on the stock, and on the crypto, and on the portfolio, and on the taxes that are coming up, and in Taurus, about your money, finance, your love life, your relationships, your values, your health, your habits. Taurus is like, habits. He's got his thing and he's just doing. The shadow of Taurus, by the way, that because he's the fixed earth, this is who he is. I know it on my own flesh and blood, as flexible as I am and as my consciousness is, I still have the Taurus qualities that for the Taurus it's a bit slower. It takes longer to make a change. It's like the change need to brew, because it's like, oh, but I like it like that. It's like, yeah, I know, but we need to change. It's like, yeah, but just give me a few more days. I need to kind of let me adjust. I can't just like change, I'm changing slowly but gradually, slow and steady wins the race. That's Taurus, But the problem is that since 2018 until 2026, we have Uncle Uranus that is literally in Uranus of Taurus. Got it? He's in the Uranus of Taurus, basically, zapping him like, change, electrifying, change, rebel, revolutionize, into the future. It's time for something new. Innovate yourself, reinvent yourself. Shocks, electricity, bzzz, bzzz, bzzz. Now the bull, I said this story a long time ago again, yeah? It's like the cow goes like, I don't want to change. No, I'm staying here. No, I'm not letting go. I'm holding on. Taurus, stubborn, can be slow, can be fixed, rigid. Those are the shadows of Taurus. Can be rigid, can be stubborn, can be slow to change, can resist change, can, now why is resisting change, and why holding on, and why attached, and why hard to change, and why slow in changing? Because Taurus likes to feel safe, secure, and protected. So a change means a threat for security, safety, stability. Because I've got my life together, suddenly you come and you zap me, and you force me to change, and I feel that I'm less secure, less safe, less protected, less comfortable. It changes the quality of my life. So Taurus, that's why Taurus is like, wait a second, man. It's like, I don't know if I want to go there. I'm happy here. It's like, yeah, but you need to go there. It's like, no, okay, can I? It's like, no. You coming with me here now. Now you're coming with me, yeah? So Uranus is zapping all of us, but Taurus are being zapped the most. Now, you can go star sign, you can say Scorpio is the opposition. So, all Scorpios are also being zapped in the opposition of Uranus to the sun, wherever the sun may be. And if you have planets in Scorpio, then Uranus is zapping your planets that are in Scorpio because it's in that opposition. If you have planets in your birth chart that are in Taurus, like me, I have most of my personal planets in Taurus. So this first week of Taurus season has been mayhem for me. It's like Venus rules Taurus. Aphrodite rules Taurus, the goddess of sensuality, of beauty, of pleasures, of sexuality, of good food and good drinks and good clothes and the makeup and the jewelry and the nice house and the renovation and the possession and money and the car that you drive and the phone that you use and your image on social media, how you look like, and how is your brand, how is your business performing, how does your business being perceived by the collective, do people find your services valuable, do people find you valuable? So you may be dealing with that dynamic. Where are you being valued according to the way you deserve to be valued? And are you valuing according to the way that they deserve to be valued? and the mirror of reflection of them both. So it's neither or, it's both and more. So it's like, no one is right, no one is wrong, everyone's right and everyone's wrong. One time I have this friend, his name is Charlie, he's a good man. And he's a very common, simple man. Non-spiritual in a bit, but a walking master. I love those people. Not spiritual, if you tell him something spiritual, he runs away. He laughs at you because he's so wise in his own simple way. You know? He's he's a walking master that will give you wisdom in the most down-to-earth way without you realizing what he's even saying to you, and then you sit and with it and you go like far out, right? So one time I asked him, I said, Charlie, well, what's your philosophy of life? And he goes, it's very simple. Everyone's wrong. At first I went like, I don't know about that. I have some things that I'm right about. And I was like, everyone's wrong. I sat with that for months. Then I was like, he's right. Everyone's wrong. And once you do that, it's like your ego surrenders to the fact that you may be wrong. And it's okay. You're not trying to hold on to something that you wanted to show that you are right, but you're actually not right. You may be wrong. You may be devaluing someone else that should be valued. You may not love someone that deserves to be loved. You may not desire someone that deserves to be desired. You may not be attracted to someone that deserves to be attracted to, and vice versa. You might be in a relationship that you're not being valued. You might be in a relationship that you're not being desired. The sensual is missing, It's like you're not receiving the sensual, intimate oomph the Taurus wants. That's the Taurus energy. It's like, where is my sensuality? Where is my nice kiss and a nice touch and a nice massage and a nice love-making session and a nice bath with oils and candlelight and a nice music and a new speaker so my music will be in even better quality, and a nice jumper, and fix my beard in a nice way. Something I never did in my life. I cracked them up, basically. I went to this barber place just like that. He's like, can you fix my beard a bit? He goes like, yeah. I was like, okay, I sit there, and this young, beautiful, 20 years old Italian boy, we had such a great time, he's doing my thing, and before he started, I was like, listen, man, just do me a favor. It's my first time I'm a virgin, so be gentle on me. They were all cracking themselves out there. I went on, of course, I told him, just make sure that your machine is oiled, please. Naughty little Taurus. So, Taurus is also, back to that relationship dynamic, maybe you're in a relationship that you don't get sex. And if there is no sex, there is no intimacy. If there is no intimacy, there is no love. True love. Because intimacy is, we are connecting very intimately. Taurus wants to feel. Taurus is a sense. Taurus, by the way, is the throat chakra, right? Here I am channeling to you. Here I am talking to you. And so it's about you expressing who you are. So it's like, back to my song, who do you think you are? You need to know that. You need to know who do you think that you are in order to know what is your value, what is your Taurus. Because only when you know your value, you will know what you truly deserve. You will know what you truly want, what you need, how much, when, where, who, what. Because you ask yourself the question, who do you think you are? How do you value yourself? How much do you think of yourself as someone who is worthy of pleasures, of love, of fun, of beauty, of money, of intimacy, of love, of relationship, of good health, of good quality living? How much of that, of this list that I just gave you, how many boxes did you tick? Now, how many boxes you didn't tick? Those boxes you didn't tick, they are your mission. Because you deserve them. You just don't think you deserve them. And so you need to change the way you think. Back to the point that this Taurus season started with Mercury and the Sun on the 0 degree of Taurus. We all, each one of us, Uranus is zapping Taurus for us all to rebel against the rotten Taurus shadow, stagnant, heavy, dull, boring, because I don't want to change. Everything is rotten, heavy, base chakra blocked, no energy, no vitality, no livelihood, no pleasure, no passion, no juice, no. It's just walking, Taurus. Just doing the hard work, Taurus. Working for the money. Work for the money! Where did that came from? You know? Go on, for the money! Ay, ay, ay. And so, I'm cracking myself as always. Each one of us need to understand in this month cycle, in these 4 weeks of Taurus season, which is going to be very eventful, and it's already been very eventful. The first week of Taurus season was the most supreme eventful. That's why we've all been zapped to the core. Like, I know I've been in my own vortex, but I managed to get drips from other people. Similar vortexes, you know, someone has severe health crisis, someone have severe, you know, drop in the workload crisis, less income crisis, loss of income crisis, loss of relationship, breakups to the right, to the left, center, above and below, as we said many times that it's coming. This is the time now. This is the time. So it's kind of like this beginning of Taurus season is like each one of us need to understand, to reflect, to define, to talk, to express, to converse, to negotiate, to everything about who we are as individuals, sovereign beings of love, of light, as souls, as spirit. Not as this ego human bullshit mumble jumble that we think that we are, like I saw last night when I went out. The guards in the nightclub were having like an ego as if they are now like guarding the Queen of England, basically. I was like, for God's sake, you're just like a guard in this pub. Why do you have to come to such a... It was foreign to me. I actually felt like an alien last night. I'm an Englishman from New York. So, you know, a lot of us feeling like aliens here. Because we are. We are aliens. Let's make peace with that, mate. This body, yeah, Earth. But where's this soul come from? I've seen bodies. I've seen dead bodies. When you look at a dead body, it is so artificial, it blows your mind how artificial it is. It is more artificial than a silicone doll you see at the shop. This body without the soul is the most fake thing I ever seen in my own eyes. And so, where do you think this soul comes from? And what is the definition of an alien, right? We are all from out of space. I've been sent here from out of space to find another race. This is Ami, you know, party, family, music, fun. I wanted to do a party, but I didn't in the end because I've been really challenged. But I also promised our community, which I haven't mentioned yet, my beautiful family, beautiful community. The last few weeks, your unconditional love and support and understanding to my personal journey has been like a life-saving machine, basically. Your input of love and support has given me a lot of higher purpose meaning in my life in very challenging times that I've been through lately. And it gave me a lot. It gave me that sense of people that love me and people that appreciate me and people that value me. I felt very valued by you. You gave me the true gift you could give me. Like today, chat room in our community was just, I woke up in the morning, I slept 4 hours. That's why I look a bit smashed because we went out until late. I came back and, I only went to sleep at around 4 and which I haven't done since my 20s. It's hilarious. And that was a real reality thing as well. It's like, oh my God. In my head, it's like I'm going out like I'm in my 20s, but I'm turning 40, mate. I'm looking around, it's like, wow, I'm the uncle now. No longer that 20 years old chicken, you know? Don't worry. I'm still good. I'm not putting myself down here. I value me. I am who I am. But I'm just saying, I value me now as a 40 years old rather than the 20 years old that thought that is going out last night. It was hilarious. Like, I had such amazing like epiphanies and realizations just by doing the astrology. You see, Uranus, rebel against the old way of living, go and do something quirky, different, rebellious, that is out of your comfort zone, not your usual thing. Liberate yourself from the stagnation, being a family man and a healer and a wisdom keeper and a guide and all these responsibilities. Like this birthday, I basically, my mantra was like, duck it. I'm going now and doing something completely out of the box, like me going out with a friend to listen to music in a nice nightclub bar. I don't know how to call it. It was kind of both. It was like a bar and a nightclub. But the music was really awesome. It's like the spirit provided me something good because it was a nice electro beats with beautiful harmonies, melodies. I really enjoyed it. It was very friendly environment as well. It was really nice, friendly environment. Overall, the vibration. So that's what this Uranus in Taurus. Now, look at, this is last Tuesday. Sun 0 degree, Mercury 0 degree, Venus 6 degree, Uranus 6 degree, Black Moon Lilith 20 degrees. Okay? So this is a big Taurus. In the back, Aries is still on the 24. Here is Ceres. And here is Chiron. Okay? But now the tone is Taurus. Now, I'm going to skip a couple of days forward. And what's happening there is, it comes now, on Saturday, yesterday, okay, one day back, okay, on Friday, this is an important point, I can't tell you how it's amazing, it fascinates me, I'm all the time watching it and observing it. It doesn't matter what kind of a day I'm going through. As soon as I sit and I am in service, like I'm doing right now, it's like my whole energy has shifted. Like this always, whenever I do sound healing meditation, whenever I hold space, whatever I'm going through, suddenly after like 10, 20 minutes, I'm kind of taking note inwards, and I go like, far out. This is a completely different energy right now. So yeah, I'm just saying that because I really value you. And now I'll finish what I started before, which is kind of like, you all made me feel very valued. And it's the best birthday gift you could give me. And I'm deeply grateful and honored. So thank you to all my beautiful community, the Patreon community, the family. I don't want to go into too much emotional talking because I will basically be emotional. But yeah, you really gave me that sense of value and that worthiness and that love and support and safety and nurturing, all the quality of Taurus that Taurus needs. You really gave it to me. So thank you from my heart. It's the best present you could give me. And we will have a party, community. I've said it in March that we're going to do a gathering. And then, I said it in February that we're going to do a gathering soon. But then all the journey that took me, my mother heart attack and my grandma passing and the last few weeks challenging me to the core. But the party will come and our gathering will come. We will do a beautiful community event that will be just for us. So that's about that. So thank you for your support. If you're not part of our community, please feel free to join us. The title is right under the astrology chart. There. Patreon.com/healingdelight. You can join us for the minimal tier if you want to. If you want to go for the higher tier, you will get the full moon sound healing meditation, which is going to be recorded on Monday night and will be released to our community on Tuesday. yeah, so you can just join, and then as soon as you join us, you get access to our Telegram chat rooms. We have the crypto chat room, we have the spiritual chat room, we have the gardening chat room, we have our own market bartering chat room, we have our own festival chat room. We are creating a sense of community. It's forming slowly but surely. Taurus, slow and steady, wins the race. I told you this last live stream that, when I talk about crypto, I'm not one of these people that looking now for thousands of followers in a bull run market by telling them you should buy this coin and buy that coin. That's not Taurus. That's not me. I am a long-term, slow and steady wins the race. I will talk about coins that has a potential for long-term. I'll talk about a plan long-term. There is a lot of hype now in bull market. There's a lot of greed. And there is a very powerful correction. We're going to talk about Bitcoin as well later. But pay attention to Friday. What's happening on Friday at 10:25 a.m.? Look at this here. Venus on the 10th degree, 13 minutes, conjunct Uranus. 10 degrees, 13 minutes. Now, I know exactly what this means because both of them conjunct on my Venus. My birth chart Venus is on 10 degree and very close minutes to that. So, first of all, let's start with the fact that Venus is the ruler of Taurus. So to have the ruler of Taurus in Taurus, this is very good for us. This is kind of a very good medicine, good blessing from the universe that Venus is in Taurus through all this time. Because Venus is home, which means that the beauty can be found, the love can be found, the relationship can be found, the value can be found. The sense of self-love has to be found. And that's what it's about, right? So, but it's meeting with Uranus, which Taurus doesn't like and Venus doesn't like. Okay? So the fact that they conjunct there goes like sudden, unexpected, shocking, trauma, out of nowhere, rebellious, breaking free, changes. Things just happen. It's like you get zapped. It's like you went to put your charger in the electricity and suddenly you get electric shock. You didn't plan to get electric shock. You were not prepared to get electric shock, but you got an electric shock. What happened to you? You were in shock. You were like, oh my God, I just got electric. I could have died. Trauma. I could have died. It actually happened to me, when I came to Australia, I was working in a pizza kitchen. It's actually how I channeled my first song, Imagination. And I walked in a pizza kitchen and it was filthy. It was disgusting. I was like, I can't cook pizza in this place. So I asked the boss to give me the option to walk through the night and clean the entire kitchen properly. And he allowed me. So here I am, nighttime, by myself in the pizza, no one there. I'm in the kitchen. All the furniture is made out of Nerosta, the metal kind of equipment of the kitchen. And I'm kind of... I washed things with kind of buckets, buckets of water and bleach and stuff, because it was terrible. It was disgusting. I just went kind of, industrial cleaning, like boom, with the broom, rough broom on the walls and on the floor and scraping everything, because I'm a Taurus. I care about health of people and I care about making good quality food and giving good service, right? So this is where I come from, safety, protection. And so I do all this. So all the floor is full of water. And then I have a sponge in my hand, and I'm brushing the wall. And suddenly the sponge dropped from my hand, and it dropped on top of a PowerPoint, and it drips in front of me, and I'm standing, and it goes like, every drip goes bzzzt, and I see a spark. Bzzzt, second spark. I go, and in those 2 seconds, I was like, far out. I'm about to die. Because I'm standing in lake of water, and I was leaning on the Nerosta table in order to reach the wall, and I can feel the current of the electricity starting to run through the table into my stomach, and I can feel the current of the electricity starting to spread through my body, and it's like a matter of a second. I'm not talking here minutes, I'm talking now milliseconds. It's like bzz, 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 and I go like poof, and I push myself with my hands from the wall, to unplug from the current of electricity, and I look around and I take a broom and I kick the sponge off the power point so it will stop dripping before it will spark the whole place and I'm cooked basically. And once I did that, I was in shock. I was in trauma. I was in a trance. I was alone in this place. Like if something would have happened, no one would have found me. Like I would be gone. And I went into this trance. And suddenly I started singing this song. And this song came out. But the story, why I'm telling this story, is about the electricity, Uranus. It's about the shock, about the trauma. So Uranus rules trauma. So you may have experienced over the last week or two, building up to these moments, like most likely over the last week, more intensely in the last few days than before, but it may even come now to you. And it's kind of like a traumatic, unexpected change, shock. To your health maybe to your finance. Maybe you were not aware of the crypto market, you didn't know what you're doing, and you bought a certain coin that someone told you that is good to buy because you believe that person, you were lazy, you just trusted that person. And you bought that coin and suddenly Bitcoin doing the healthy correction, which I guided the community to know about over the last few weeks, that it's coming exactly in this week. I even gave them this week. Why? Because on top of the fact that we are going into a full moon in Scorpio, which we'll talk about, Pluto is right now stationed in retrograde, and Pluto rules Scorpio. So we're having a full moon in Scorpio, while the ruler of Scorpio goes retrograde? Wow. Wow. Now Scorpio rules power. Scorpio Pluto rules power. They rule the dark sexuality, meaning the secrets, the cheats, the betrayals, the enviness, the jealousy, the possessiveness, now why all this? Enviness, jealousy, possessiveness, possession, all this kind of dynamic of relationship, because it's around power. You are jealous and envy if you feel that you are disempowered because the attention of your partner goes elsewhere, the love of your partner goes elsewhere. You can't explain it to yourself, but you just sense that there is a reason for you to be a bit insecure. There's a reason for you to be a bit, looking out for the truth, looking out for the hidden. What is hidden from me? What is being kept away from my awareness? Where am I being lied to? Where have I been cheated on? Where have I been betrayed by? Where have I been abused? By power? Or abused by sex? Or abused by both of them together? Or abused by corruption? Okay, so that's Pluto and Scorpio. It's kind of like, let's go down, deep under, into the X-file room. You know, in each one of our consciousness, there is the X-file room, which is where we have our most deepest traumas, our deepest pains, and they go there because, you know, as children, when we are born, we're very innocent, we're very naive, we're very soft, we're very gentle. Even the most bully boys and bully girls are still very, very soft, naive, innocent inside of them at the beginning. They just got corrupted quicker. And so they have developed these methods of living quicker than the other kids. Or they have adopted that very quick as soon as they were born, because that's the dynamic in their household. So that's their language of love. That's their language of power. You know, if a child grows in a household where the father was abusive to the mother, and, if it's physically abusive or verbally abusive or emotionally or sexually, then the child is exposed to this dynamic between the father and the mother. Therefore, the child, it doesn't have a sense of judgment. He just takes it in and said, okay, that's daddy, that's mommy, and that's the way daddy treats mommy. That's the way men treats women. I am a man, I am a boy, so that's the way we behave here on planet Earth. Okay, so he goes to school, and he basically goes to a friend that he actually really likes, and goes like, hey, how you doing, Tom? What happened? You bleeding, you crying, huh? You crying, you keep on crying? Because that's his language of love. It's not that he's like, it wasn't designed to be mean. originally. It just happened. And so we're talking about traumas now. And it's a very big topic, the traumas, because I spoke about it a lot. The entire planet is in a vibration of trauma for the last year and a half. We are all living in a traumatic reality, and it's important to understand that, because who you are right now is not exactly who you are fully. None of us is who we are fully, because we are all subjected to a traumatic reality. Okay, some are less affected than others, but even that is their possible avoidance way of dealing with it, or maintenance, or simply coping mechanism. We all have different coping mechanism. Some people will pretend that they are completely cool, and those people you see out there that you think that they got it right and they are doing it bloody amazing, I'm telling you from my personal experience as a healer, don't fall down to the glitter. Everyone is traumatized. I see people from all aspects of society, all ages, all cultures, all backgrounds, financial backgrounds, work-wise, industry. I've seen them all, and I'm seeing them all. Everyone are in trauma. I am in trauma. We are all in trauma. Reality is traumatic. Now, this is supported by the astrology. The astrology is saying to us, don't freak out. This is what is divinely guided to be right now. You are to experience trauma by the divine order, by the divine plan. The collective Aquarius, where Saturn is, and it's squaring Uranus, and it's squaring Venus, and it's squaring Mercury right now in this weekend as we speak. Saturn is creating the new structure of the future of humanity, the new regulation, the new law and order, the new karma, the new associations, the new governance, the new financial system, the new financial institution, the new Aquarius. And it's innovative. Notice what's happening in the banking now. The banking system now is copying the crypto, as predicted. The banks trying to catch up, so all the banks now created these super amazing apps that you just like your crypto. Buy, you can send, you can receive, and it looks like a very fun app thing that make the banks look futuristic. They're still a part of the future. They're innovative. They're using, they reinvent themselves, closing down branches and investing in their applications. And suddenly this gives an avenue for new digital banks that are not a part of the big old patriarchal banks. Like in Australia, there is, I don't remember the name, but there's one or two of them that are digital banks offering you exactly the same service like Westpac or ANZ or whatever. So this is like Uranus in Taurus is revolutionizing the world of finance and economy. And we have another 5 years of this. So it's like, it ain't over. But also, I forgot to mention, Taurus is also Mother Earth and nature and natural phenomena and the weather system. We've been bombarded over the last couple of weeks with massive activities from the sun, which is Uranus. Uranus is sending us this new, when the sun having a solar flare, it's a massive burst of, the sun is coughing this enormous amount of energy that then travels through space and hits our atmosphere and penetrates into the atmosphere, into the earth. It hits us, it goes straight through us, into the core of the earth, stimulates everything like a microwave, and then bounces back up, again through us, up into space. It's kind of like, okay? So these solar energies that are coming in over the last 2 weeks affect our mental health. It affects our well-being. So, that's another thing you need to keep in mind, that there is many ways to talk about the astrology and they are all one. It's all the same. It's just kind of unfolding in different things. I just seen a new one now, that the Schumann resonance, a few hours ago. There's a great channel. Let me see where it was. There's a great channel that I'm gonna show you just for a moment, because I like to support him. He's doing a great job. I mean, really keeping it really, you know, non-opinionated, more like sharing like the information as is. Let me see where it is. Where is it? Oh, suddenly I can't find it. Oh, where is that? Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's see. Sorry, I took the volume down. And I just want to show you something that that he found now. It's called the Earth Watchman. That's what it does, and it just brings news about the Earth. Okay, I'm just looking for that. But basically, yeah, it just kind of mentioned. Where is it? Oh, there we go. There we go. This Reddit. The channel is called. Where is the name? There you go.
Resonance, you can see there's some sort of a round anomaly in the Schumann data. I've never seen that before in all of the years, and I've seen several spikes, just like you guys have, in the Schumann data, and the spikes are just vertical beams. That's what we see. Some are just bigger than others, but they're always linear. As you guys can see here, this one is round, almost like it felt the presence of a planet or a moon, and that's what showed up in the data. Very unusual, some sort of an anomaly. Once again in the Schumann data, saw a brief spike in the planetary case.
Okay, so he's going on and on and on. If you really want to hear about, he's really a good guy. I like it. The channel name is I actually show you on the screen so you can see it, because it's a bit of a funny name for a channel, but it's Mr. It's like MR. Look at that. Here, where is it? MRMBB333, and that's the name of his channel. But it's called Earth Watchman, and he all the time releases stuff. But I wanted to share that with you to show you how this is like this Uranus. It's kind of very zapping energy from out of space, alien. Uranus is the alien energies from out of space, not from here. It just comes zapping us with new high frequencies that, you know, we don't understand where they came from, basically. Now what I want to show you is I want to show you a bit of the 3D. Let's show you what is going on here on the 3D level. I'm just trying to fix it here, so give me a second. It's very important. That's why I'm taking a moment to organize this for you. You will appreciate it once I finish it. You'll really appreciate it because it's awesome. As you can see, this live stream is going to different places, but you know, all is as meant to be. There we go, baby. Got it. Okay. Are you ready for this? Okay, here we go. The 3D of what's happening right now. This is our solar system. Okay. And as you can see, we've got, let's look at it from above. You will see it properly. Oh, what's going on there? There we go. So you've got the sun, then you've got Mercury, Venus. Okay, so let's zoom in here. This is what we're talking about. Here is your Mercury-Venus conjunction. You see? I'll zoom out. So this is your Venus. And Venus, remember, Venus is in 40 days, 40 nights still. She is still invisible from the Earth. We still can't see Venus. Okay? So remember that we said it 2 weeks ago. We said Venus is gone into the underworld behind the sun. And she will come out at a kind of second week of May. She will come out of here. You know, so we can't see Venus. Venus is now in the underworld. Venus is shedding. That's an important thing, because we are in Taurus season, ruled by Venus, and Venus is in the underworld, which is ruled by Pluto. You getting it? Ruler of Taurus is Venus. Venus here. We have in a Taurus party. Sun, Mercury, Venus, all the personal planets. We're going to have a full moon in Scorpio. It's going to be like the Sun, all of these, Venus, Mercury, the personal planets are in Taurus on this full moon, and Uranus then, okay? And so it's a very Taurian energy, it's a very Venus energy, and Venus is in the underworld, stripping naked, shedding, detaching, letting go, which is ruled, Shambhala, the underworld, by the Scorpio Pluto. As we go into full moon in Scorpio, as Pluto is going retrograde. So trauma is very much here. Unexpected, shocking, traumatic changes are very much here. Uncomfortable, anxiety, mental, nervous system, that's all Uranian energy, Uranus. It rules the nervous system, it rules electricity, it rules the shock, the trauma, it rules the anxiety. It can give you that kind of, take you into a place of, why anxiety? Because you go like, what's going on? I can't control it. I don't feel safe, I don't feel secure, I don't feel Taurus because I'm facing this full moon in Scorpio. My deepest fears, Scorpio. My deepest pain, Scorpio. My deepest traumas. My pain around sex, how I'm using sex, how I've been using sex, how I want to use sex, how did I enjoy sex, how much do I want to enjoy sex, how much I don't want to enjoy sex, how do I treat my sexuality. Now, on top of that, Scorpio and Pluto, if we don't face traumas, if we don't go down deep below into Shambhala, into the underworld where the creepy crawlers of our soul are, where the real shadows are, I love when people tells me, some people say that they are light because they don't want to be like someone that goes dark. But the idea is that if you find yourself in the definition that you are light, then one thing you need to remember, what does light do when you turn it on? What does it do? It leads up the darkness. It shines light into the darkness. It illuminates the darkness. If you go into the bush now, into countryside, and you walk on the earth in the landscape, you have now most visibility of the topography of the land because it's a full moon, which means that there is more light. So the full moon is when the moon is fully illuminated, the goddess of the moon is fully shining, Father Sun, Grandfather Sun is shining the light on the moon, on the goddess moon, illuminating her so she could be seen in the darkness, at the dark night. So she could be seen in her emotions, in her inner world that is there, the feminine, the inner, the emotions, the feelings, the unconscious, the subconscious, all the things that are the night time. And suddenly they all come up on the full moon. Things coming up. Unsettled emotions, feelings, processes. You've been forced to face situations that you didn't necessarily wanted to face. But when it comes to a full moon in Scorpio, we are talking intense. When we're talking about full moon in Scorpio, we are talking deep transformation. We are talking evolution. Pluto is the agent of evolution. Scorpio and Pluto are not the dark fade, the darkness. Scorpio and Pluto are the agents of change. That's why they rule power and control, Pluto and Scorpio. Because they like to control in order to have power. So if you're overpowering your partner, if you're overpowering your colleague, if you're overpowering your client or your friend, you get a sense of power because you are in control of the dynamic of energy. And if you're in control, it means that you don't need to look into your shadow because you're in control. So you can abuse your power of influence. You can abuse your sexuality, It's very often that the hatred and the anger is projected from the feminine towards the masculine as the source of abuse of sex and power and money. But I am sorry, it is not the truth. The feminine got it wrong. The feminine rising at the moment in my eyes is quite a bit wrong. I know some women wouldn't like to hear that, but I'm telling you that women complain about men abusing the sexuality of the feminine. But it is the feminine that is using their power of influence through their beauty and through their sexuality. And they know what they're doing, consciously or unconsciously. If you're a very beautiful woman, you know that you play through your beauty. If you're a very attractive woman, you know that you play through your attractiveness. If you're a woman that really value and love her bottom because it's nice and big and juicy, and you go and you buy that new style yoga pants with a stitch that makes the pants go into your butt crack and highlight every aspect of your round, juicy, big bottom, you are playing your bottom to attract the attention, because the attention gives you power. The attention gives you the sense that you are sexy and you are attractive and you are wanted and you are desired, and you even fool yourself that you dressed it for yourself and not for anything else outside of you. You wanted to dress up sexy and you didn't really dress up sexy for any man to notice you. Bull. Sorry. It's a lot of things I've seen last night. I actually asked this young girl, I was like, what exactly are you kind of trying to achieve when you wear something like that? Like, no, I just did it for me. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Whatever tickles your fancy, mate. Like, cool. But you ain't fooling me, mate. Because I can see the truth through the darkness. I can see the light through the darkness. I can see the value of everything. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is we are all dealing at the moment with a lot of energy that is around sexuality. It's around power. It's around control. It's around abuse, corruption of the order, lies, deceits, betrayal, abandonment, rejection. Those are the shadows of Scorpio. Rejection, abandonment, betrayal. Those are the main shadows that Scorpios have to face. And by facing it, they're basically also facilitating it for others. Okay? And so we are all being forced as we rise into this full moon to look deep into our traumas, to look deep into ourselves, because we're in Taurus season, and Taurus season started with Mercury-Sun conjunction. We are all being forced and pushed in an uncontrolled radical spark, frequency, vibration of the cosmos through this Uranus energy to revolutionize, to rebel against the rotten, against the stagnant, against the things that doesn't really have the value they used to have, things that doesn't really look beautiful in the way they used to look. Like, this jumper is fantastic now, I love it. In 10 years from now, after using it, it might be time to let it go. Right now, I just embraced it. But the value of this jumper will change with the years. So same goes for your investment. Same goes for your relationship. Same goes for the partners. Same goes for what you do for a living. Same goes for your habits of health. Scorpio Pluto rules the addictions. Abuse of substance. Taurus is health. Venus is there with Uranus and Mercury. Unfortunately, there will be some cases of unexpected health crisis. If it's mental, for many people it will be mental, because they're being forced to face really dark, deep shadows that they don't really want to face, because it makes them feel crippled, disempowered, afraid, intimidated, and they react then from shadow. If you find yourself reacting from shadow, you better regulate yourself back into the heart, baby. Be careful, because we're talking about Uranus. Things can just go okay? So it's like, make sure you conduct yourself properly and make sure you perceive yourself properly. Know the time we live in. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose sight from the journey that we are on. I spoke for years now about how intense this time is, and I'm telling you with all my heart, with love and peace awareness, it's going to get really weird, and it's going to get weird fast, in a way, but slow. So here we are facing now the retrogrades. Here is the changes. I told you had March, April, go, 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 go. All planets were going direct. Everything was moving fast. Energy was supportive. Go, 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 go. Now we are coming to this full moon in Scorpio, dealing with power and control, the deepest fears, the deepest pain, abuse, 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 your traumas. Uranus is involved, and this full moon is going to be in opposition to Uranus. Uranus will be on the 10 degree. I'll take you now to the 10 degree because I've spoke about, this is the Venus-Uranus that all this time I'm spending talking about that, yeah? Crisis in health, crisis in relationship, crisis in finance, crisis that force you to really face trauma. Pluto retrograde. Really face trauma. Face trauma, face abuse of power. Now pay attention to this story now, okay? This 26 degree of Capricorn, Pluto is going now retrograde. 4 months until October. It's going to go all the way back. And then it's going to move forward. It's going to come here again in October. Not in October, at the end of the year. Okay? And it's going to move forward. It's going to retrograde back all the way to the 26th degree. So pay attention. Pay attention to what is going on for you right now in a very highlighted way that is directly linked to power and control, that is directly linked to your deepest fears, deepest traumas, things around your sexuality, things around your relationships, things around your money, things around your values, your value system and your valuable, your possession, your investment, which is very legit. Pay attention to all of them. Pay attention to your sex life, to your addictions, to your escape, like your abuse of substance. Pay attention. Pay very close attention, because there is a very powerful transformation that is happening. And whatever is happening for you personally right now with Pluto here on the 26th, it's going to be a place that we're going to visit again at the end of the year. And then we're going to visit again in 2022. And only at the end of 2022, this will end, this degree. So there is a big process that's happening. Like, here is something for you. And this is like 26 degree of Capricorn is the end, the last 3 degrees already. This is literally 2 degrees and 10 minutes away from the end of Capricorn. So this is the critical end degrees. So an extreme finalization of a process that started in 2008. Pluto entered Capricorn in 2008. Something happened to you back then. Maybe back then you got power. Maybe back then you faced financial hardship. Maybe back then you didn't have much control over your life. Maybe back then you got into a relationship of any kind, if it's with a business, contract, partner. And since 2008 to now, there's been an ongoing process that is unfolding with a lot of things in it. And now we come into the final degrees with finalization. There's like the structure is dropping. Lies exposed. Illusions exposed. Abuse of power and sex exposed. Betrayal, cheat, affairs, abuse of sex, abuse of money, lying, hiding, denying, deceiving, manipulating, controlling. It's all coming out. Pluto is bringing everything from the dark into the light to be exposed, revealed, reviewed, which will then transform the consciousness, because the experience is transforming. It will force you to let go of control and surrender to the flow of love. It will force you to face your fears and come through them with love. It will force you to face your traumas in a new way that will allow you to reclaim your power. Pluto wants you to reclaim your power, to reclaim your sex, to reclaim your deepest desires, your passion, your deep, intimate feelings, desires, the things that makes you go poof. It's an orgasm, Scorpio Pluto. It's the Kundalini awakening, goes like, okay, think about like that. You meet a new partner, intimate, okay? I'm giving you a storyline around Pluto Scorpio energy. You meet a new partner. You decide to become more intimate with that partner. So it starts by you sharing yourself. And then you test in the water. If as you shared yourself, were you being used, abused, or treated properly, or manipulated, or this because you had trauma from the past, you come into a new relationship and you're kind of examining it, you're testing it. It's like, is this trustworthy? How's the balance of power here? Is there a good connection? Does he actually tickle my fancy? Does he spark me on the inside? Do I feel the attraction? Do I feel the desire? Am I intrigued? Is this profitable for me? Is this giving me the sense of power I want? Is this giving me the sense of control I want? Am I being controlled or am I controlling? You are testing the water. And then you decide with the time to trust. So you trust more. You trust more. And next time you decide to start kissing. So you start kissing. You involve more intimately. Next time you decide to start muck around a bit. So you muck around a bit, but you're not going the full thing. Just muck around. You want to test the water. Then you feel that the power is in the right place. You feel the connection. You feel the desire. You feel the passion. You feel that you want to have a blastful orgasm because you're really deeply connected. So then you allow yourself to strip naked and make love. Scorpio Pluto. Naked, seen, at the dark night usually, in the bedroom. Exploring that side of yourself that it's not usually out there. It's only kept in privacy, behind closed doors, secret, which, there is legitimacy to that, yeah, to an extent. But not necessarily bad. It's like some secretive things is good, you don't go around and tell everyone your password for your hardware wallet. So it's like, in some cases, you do need to have a level of information that is private and secret to you in order to make sure that you are in full control, for example, of your crypto. The whole teaching of like not your keys, not your coins. You have to have your coins in your wallet, in your possession. Why? Because only then you have the control and the power over your money. That's Scorpio Pluto. And then when you have it in your own power, you keep it secret. You don't tell your password. That's Scorpio Pluto, because you need to have the power. So some things it's okay. So you go and make love. And it's sensational. It's evolutionary. It's transformative. You never had such a connection on such a level. It was all just right, and the lovemaking was just oomph, and you had the most amazing blasting orgasm, to the point that it transcended you for quite some time. That's what Pluto wants. That's what Scorpio wants. It wants to confront you with the dark, to confront you with the trauma, with the pain, with the abuse, so you'll be able to see it, realize it, understand it, perceive it. And by doing that, your consciousness will go through a massive shift, evolutionary shift, where transformation will happen. You will look at the same reality, but from a complete different point of view and understanding and realization, because you have allowed yourself to look into the dark, into something that was hidden from you before, in the unconscious, that suddenly you became conscious of. So this Pluto on the 26 degree 48 minutes is going, I'll take you to Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Let's go. Here is the stationing. Okay? Tuesday, Pluto stationing. By Tuesday night, Wednesday morning is already retrograde from the 26-48. Okay? Now I'm going to take you months. Let's go 4 months back. And then Scorpio, Pluto, still retrograde. Here he is, 24, 40. And I'm already in where am I? August. Here comes September, here comes October. So he goes, and we are like, where are we now? On the 28th of October. So he goes retrograde. Just a second, my software got jammed a bit. It goes retrograde, there we go, until the 6th of October. 24 degrees, 18 minutes. So for 4 months, all the retrograde will be like kind of just at 2 degrees retrograde over 4 months. That's how slow Pluto is. So it goes like 24, and then I'm going to move the months and show you. Now we're going to move forward again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's Pluto? 26. Oh, there we go. A few days back. 26:48. 26:48. There we go. 26. There's so many things we can talk about. There's a lot. Pluto is here at your 4 o'clock. Okay? 26:48 on the 27th of January 2022. So now he's gonna go retrograde on Tuesday from the 26:48. He's gonna go for 4 months back to the 24:18, and then he's gonna go for 4 months forward, and he's only gonna touch base with where he is now on the 27th of January 2022. Put it down for yourself, because something you're going through right now will have another evolutionary stage in your transformation that is around what's evolving now at the end of January, 27th of January 2022. Okay? And then, basically, we're going to move months forward again. So Pluto is going to travel all the way up to the 28, there we go, to the 28:56, 28:25. No, let's see. Da-da-da. Okay, here it is. There we go. It's gonna go all the way up to the 28 degrees 35 minutes, and on the 30th of April, exactly a year from now, is gonna go retrograde again. Okay, and then it's gonna come again to the 26 degree. There it is. In August, end of August 22. So remember, it's now, then end of January, mid-end of January of 2022. That will be number 2. Then the 30th or end of August, beginning of September, end of August 2022. That will be number 3. And is going all the way back. Oh, just a second. Just a second. Goes all the way back. There we go. It goes to the 26:06, which is still the 26th degree. So, which means it's going to be, for months, it's going to sit on this 26th degree, which is already sitting for a few months. So this 26th degree of Capricorn, if you have a planet that sits there, this will be highly beneficial for you to know. If you will have a planet on the area of the 26th degree Cancer, this will be highly beneficial for you to know, because it will be in opposition, and also the squares. So you can basically look at your 26th degree Capricorn, what it relates to in your birth chart, and you will get more insight to what personal transformation it is for you. But it will be for months, because it's retrograding until 26:06 on the 10th of October again. Okay? So we have this kind of April, August, October concept. Okay? So here we are in April touching it. We will touch it in August. Then we will touch it in January. Then we will touch it in August. Then we will touch it in October. And then it will move forward again. And the final time, 26, we're looking for 26:48. Here it is. The final time will be on the 2nd of December 2022. A year and a half from now, only then Pluto will go through that 2648 with no return to it. I hope so. Let's run the month forward. Pluto goes to 29, 0. Then he retrogrades back to, no, that's it. He retrogrades to the 27, yeah. That's, I mean, pretty close. He retrogrades all the way to the 27. Still very close, right? There you go. 27.53. The other one is 26.48. So it's only 1 degree and 6 minutes away. It's still kind of pretty much there, let's assume. So you've got like, this is October 2023. God help us all. You know, and by the way, yes, by the way, in 2022, part of it is that for us all, it's doing this 26-degree concept, right? But where is it? It's here. Yeah. No, this 23. I want to go back to 2022 around March. Okay, so from February, why is it jammed? February, March. Okay, no, in March 2022, Pluto reached the 28th degree of Capricorn, and you know why is this important? Beside the fact that it's a critical end degree and we're finally gonna break out of Pluto in Capricorn since 2008. It's a long cycle. This is the degree that United States of America birth chart on the day of independence is, which means why America goes through such massive disruption around power, abuse of power, you know, all the weaponizing there and all the protest and all the violence and the black life and all the things that are going on there, everyone fighting around power, who abuse them, you know, the black people using their power of assertion now to give back for the slavery and for the abuse of a multi-year, the feminine rising, you know, the women kind of speaking very loud and clear, and, you know, the people protesting, the red or the blue and the right and the wing, and everyone buying weapons, everyone preparing there in America, yeah? And all the scandals around sex and coming out, and the dollar, March 22, people. The dollar, March 22, people. The dollar, Pluto return for United States of America. That which was not in integrity will be dismantled. That which is corrupted will be broken down. That which abused power will be removed. That which abused sex will be removed. There is going to be a massive transformation coming our way, because America, at the end of the day, at the moment, is kind of setting the tone for the collective dynamic of physical reality, financially, at least. And so, Pluto. This is the Pluto cycle, okay? I just gave you a download and a half about Pluto. Now there's another download I can give you. Maybe I'll keep it for next time. It's around Uranus and Saturn. So this is right now, okay? And I'll go days. Let's go to yesterday. We spoke about yesterday. Venus. So this is like, look, it's Venus, Mercury, Uranus, all in conjunction. Did you have any sudden, you know, it could be someone left you out of nowhere. Some shocking thing happened out of nowhere. Uncontrolled thing just kicked into your life, created chaos, and it saw you pull the rug and you left. Or someone pulled the rug on you and left you, and you go like, what the just happened here? Like, what's going on? I don't understand. People that don't understand crypto, people that don't understand the cycles of crypto and the charts and understanding investment, go like, Bitcoin is crashing. Oh no, I lost all my money. Oh no, I'm gonna bring Bitcoin now up into the screen. Oh no, we're losing all our money. Why did I buy Bitcoin? Why did I buy Bitcoin? Patience. You need to do your homework. Saturn in Aquarius. Do your homework for the future. You have to do your own due diligence. You have to learn. You have to be responsible. You have to see things for the long term. It's a transfer of wealth from the impatient. I want my quick fix money now. I'm going to buy shitpoo coin because someone told me the shitpoo coin is going to do 1,000 times my money and it only costs a cent. It's such a poor mentality to buy something because it's just a cent. So why do you value something that costs just a cent more than you value something that costs $50,000? I don't get it. Because just a cent. It means I can buy 100 of it. It's like, yeah, but you bought 100 of something that's worth a cent. Yeah, but it might go to $1. Okay. It might go to $1. But it might also just go to 5 cents and then crash to zero. Not in all cases, but in some. Okay? So, if you're a part of our community, you would have received my minimal download that I did manage to do in my crippled state. I did manage to send some updates from time to time, and I'm really grateful to everyone in the community for understanding my space and time. But I kind of remember I said in the live stream, I said, hey, this is Toppy. It has to come down for correction. And I've realized that in the live stream, when I share my screen, it doesn't really come out well because it's a dark thing, and I don't want to spend too much time on it now. But what I'll do, I'll remove this. Yeah, let's remove this. Thank you. Yep. And let's do this. There we go. There we go. Here is Bitcoin. Oops. No, that's not Bitcoin. That's my screen. Just a second. I need to adjust things here. You know what? I'll just bring it here, baby. Not a problem at all. See, that's Uranus. Just reinvent it, mate. Just improvise. Whatever tickles your fancy. There we go. Here's your Bitcoin. Let me move this. This is my system here. Okay. And I said, there must be a correction. Must be a correction. Okay. Must be a correction. And here is your correction. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's last week. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Here, this is where I did the live stream. This tiny little candle here. This one. This is where I did the live stream last week. And I said, guys, chillax. I'm not buying Bitcoin in this price. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Look at that. 3,700 up to 64,000. Are you crazy? No way, Jose. There must be a correction. Now, people who are virgins in crypto, they see this and they go like, oh my God, from 64, it went down to 48. Oh my God, that's a lot. Oh no. No, this is minimal. This is normal. This is healthy. This is what we needed. This is what Bitcoin does. Look, here it is. It has to do. It's a wave, you see. A wave goes up, cools down, up, cools down, up, cools down, up, cools down. And then there's the big cool down. And the big cool down is, look at this white line. A wave goes up and goes down. Then goes up, goes down. Everything goes up and down in cycles. So you zoom out. You go to the weekly chart. And this chart makes completely perfect sense to me. That is a very healthy looking chart. Let's look at the monthly. Absolutely healthy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this was candle until last week. 7. And I said it to the community. It's always going to have a very narrow wick with a green body, or we're going to have a strong, tall wick with a red body down, which is happening right now. Okay? Now, Bitcoin, healthy correction is 30%. 64,800, 10% is 6,485. 30% correction takes you to the area of the 45,000. 35%, 38% take you to the area of the 41,000 here, which is this week. Perfect support. Makes perfect sense. This week stop at 41,950. This peak bottoms at 44,950. Anywhere between 41, let's see, what is it we say? 41,950. Let's say 42. Between 42 and 44, this is 44,950. Let's say it's 45, okay? Between 42 and 45,000, it's absolutely logical that Bitcoin will come, because that's the 30 to 38% correction. Look how far the monthly EMIs are. It has to come down and touch it. It always seeks to touch it. Look at the previous monthly. Okay, I'm going now to 2018-17. Okay, or I can't zoom further. You see, they always come down to touch the lines. Here is the touching the lines, touching the lines. It has to come down and touch the lines, right? So, what is this here? 32. This, if we will come down to here, that is what my theory is. 50% correction. It is possible. If it comes, I will not be afraid. I will bless it. I will buy it. Okay? That's why I said, I'm not buying Bitcoin in here, 61, 62, 64, because there is FOMO in the street, because there is greed in the street, because the common John Doe comes to me and tell me, you know, I bought XRP. I'm telling you, I can't tell you how many people have kind of out of nowhere came to me and was like, yeah, I bought some crypto, I bought XRP. I was like, if the common person that doesn't know anything about crypto tell you that they bought XRP, guess what you're doing? Run away. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Party. Happy birthday, Ami. Okay, excuse me, a cough. I haven't filled up myself a cup of tea, for God's sake. I hope you have a good cup of tea with you, because I'm going to drink a sip of tea now. You see, there's a lot to talk about. But I need to finish very soon. So what I'm trying to say to you all is that the Bitcoin correction, very healthy. I embrace it with love. I personally have at the moment planning to buy it around the 45k USD. But I recently come to understanding that very potentially we are coming down here. Very potentially. Okay? Now this will be here, 32,400. Look how perfectly it lands with this week here. And all this support resistance area here. And the yellow EMA line. Okay? Let me zoom it out. Okay, the yellow EME line. It will touch the white line for sure. And the white line right now is the 21 EMA, and it's on 44,118. Okay? We will touch this for sure. What I believe we will do is that we will touch this. Okay? Excuse me. We will then move sideways another week. Then we will rise up probably to this area of resistance, 57, 58,000, right? This here, right? This area will probably rise up to here, and then we're gonna do a big boom. So this is like a 1, a 2, and then we're gonna go up very sharply, and a 3, and we're going off to the races, okay? Now, it might look scary in the day by day, week by week in the next few months, but remember that we are here for the long term. We are hodlers mainly. Those of you who are traders, God bless you, enjoy your adrenaline rush and enjoy your well-being, being, sacrificed for quick profit gain stuff. I mean, good on you for making the money, but you need to understand with the energy of now, you need to value your health as well. So make sure that you are not getting too addicted. Pluto, Scorpio, very related. Pluto, Scorpio, full moon, Pluto retrograde. Make sure you're not giving your power too much to addictive, compulsive behavior such as crypto trading all the time, looking at the charts, following everything, soaking everything, because then how do you value your health, Taurus? How do you value your relationship, Taurus? How do you value your well-being? How do you value your physical presence? That is not just about making the money and making the profits, but it's also about making the profit of taking a nice deep breath on the peak of a mountain or on the ocean shore. Like today, for my birthday, I took my son and we did a nice walk on the beach. We climbed rocks. That was the best thing I could ask for. Didn't have to spend $1 beside the parking. It was like, appreciate and value being with your family, with your beloveds, with your friends, with people that love you and value you and appreciate you in a good quality environment, to enjoy life, to have fun, you know, to feel the connection, to feel the love, okay? So what I'm trying to say now, just to finish the Bitcoin concept, I'm not even talking about altcoins, you know, but basically what I'm saying to you is if you have your favorite coins and they had a good 30 to 50% correction, some of them even 60 or 70, and you really believe in them and you love them and you know they are good, get it, buy the dip. But you need to be careful, because if the coin is not strong, it will continue to dip, right? Personally, for me, I am so happy that we had such a beautiful correction in Theta. Amazing correction in Theta. Theta this week landed all the way down to 720 here. What a blessing, 720. Theta is a monster. You know, I've been talking about Theta for years. Like all this time here is when I told people to buy Theta. Here, in the cents. 8 cents, 10 cents, 12 cents, 20 cents, $2, $1, $3. You know, here. Our community, most of our community was buying here. You know, $2 something, $1 something, okay? Here we are. Healthy correction, because look at this monstrous wave, okay? Now we are around 6 weeks now from mainnet launch. Here's the weekly chart of Theta. Very healthy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boof. We have to, because they create this wave. So now this white line will have a dip to the yellow line. The yellow line will continue, and then from here the white line will go like boom. Okay. So this dip in Theta, bless it. If it goes anywhere under like under $8 is a bargain. Basically, again, nothing as a financial advice as always. Yeah, this is just my knowing. Okay, but you have coins like Theta that is like amazing bargain, and also Theta little brother, the T fuel. Okay, we're having a massive mainnet launch of Theta coming up in June. There will be a lot of profits. Look at this dip, 70% from 56 cents. Okay, down to 16, I think it was 16 or 17 cents, let's say. From 56 to 17, that's 70% correction. That is where you buy. You don't buy when it's doing that. This is where you sell, okay? This is where you sell. This is not where you buy. This is where you buy. When it dips 50, 60, 70% down. Even if it goes up a bit, even if it goes down a bit, it doesn't matter. This is your accumulation zone. You see how it's supported by the pink line, the 100 EMA? That's how the EMA working. Now pay attention how the yellow EMA is coming out to kiss the yellow. The white comes to kiss the yellow. Okay? Most likely it will kind of go a bit below it. The yellow will create a nice curve of a natural wave, and then there will be a blast off like you haven't seen before. If we went now with Theta from like 4, like what? Let's take it from here. Here, 2 cents. 2 cents. No, you know what? Let's give it even more. Here, 2.5 cents. Okay, in February 21. Okay, from 25 cents, we went up to 56. Okay, sorry, from 2 cents to 56. That's 20 times. Okay. From 20 times, look at this, beautiful, yeah? So you see how the wave suddenly is like, oh yeah, for sure. It's like, look at that, it has to break. And now it breaks down and it goes boom. It will blast off. Now, look at this. When you look down, oh my God, you're not even seeing the chart all this time. My goodness. So this is what I was showing you, the Theta chart. No, this is Theta fuel. So you see the EMA lines, how they curve like that, okay? It's like it's perfect sense. It's a wave. Now it's going to break and it's going to go boom, blast into the mainnet launch. Here, look at the MACD. Amazing Oh, you can't see it? Can you see it? Let me make sure. Okay, here it is. Look, when you see this, this is where you buy. You don't buy here when it's going up and green like crazy. You go when it's down here, when it's crashing like that. Again, you have to do your own research, right? But I'm just sharing with you these things so you understand how to work with crypto. So you're not being wrecked. Because if you're coming for the quick fix money, you'll get wrecked, okay? People that don't understand what they're doing, they get wrecked. That's why with crypto, it's not about being greedy. Don't let the greed overcome you. That's the corruption of power and money. Pluto and Scorpio retrograde. If greedy took over you, you're getting a smack in the face now by this correction. Because you went long or you went short like a crazy gambler, okay? Because it's an easy way to make money. It's also an easy way to lose money. And then you get abused by the manipulations, okay? Of the industry, of the markets, of whatever it is. And so if I need to go back to Bitcoin, I'm telling you now that what I see personally, is, oh, this is the AUD. There we go. I'm going to the weekly. I just always like to refer to the weekly because the weekly gives you the bigger picture. Here's the weekly. Okay. And just a second, I'll lower this for you. Here's your weekly chart. Let's look at the EMA lines. The white line is on 44,100. The yellow line, which is the 50, the white line is 21. This is the 50, okay? The 21 is at 44,000. The yellow one is at 30,000, okay? I believe that what we're going to see is we're going to come and touch the white line, the 21 EMA, around the 44, 43, 45,000 US. We're going to bounce up to the 57 area, and then we're going to crash hard, a really hard crash, down to the 30 to 35,000, which is a 50% correction, which in my theory is absolutely necessary if we went from 3,800 to 64,000, which is 20 times. A healthy 50% correction is what we need in order to blast like a monster rocket to the moon and beyond, to the center of the cosmos, to the hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's what I'm calling. So I believe that probably around June, we'll go like now, we go down, we'll finish April here. In May, we will kind of move sideways, maybe bounce up. And in June, there's going to be this big dump. This coincides with Uranus-Saturn square, second square, okay? So I believe that in June, we're going to have a big dump to the 30s. If you're a trader, you do your own homework, but I say if you haven't sold and you want to sell, then your area will be like the 55, 57, and from there, we're going to dump to the 30s, okay? If you're a hodler, keep hodling. If you're a buyer, you can buy in the 45 range, in the 43 range, knowing that you will go up with it and you will crash down and you're okay. You're cool because you're dollar cost average. So you will put some here just in case, because some who said that Ami is right, Ami doesn't know, Ami just see what he see. So you buy some here if you want to, and then it goes up, and when it crashes down, you don't freak out, you buy more. And then when you buy more in a lower price, you lower your dollar cost average. Now, when you look at it like that, it's like, yeah, that's very scary. But if you stretch it and you just look at the lines. This is a natural form of a wave. The white will come down here and go up again. The yellow will just cruise along and then will go up again. The purple is only starting, all right? The 100. This is the 50, is 21. So the 21 will touch the 50, potentially touch it around here, the 32,000 in June. And from there, we are blasting to the hundreds of thousands of dollars, which also means it coincides. If this is June, then here is July, August, September, and we are like blasting into the next year, into the March, which what happens in March, remind you again, America, Pluto return, the dollar. If Bitcoin is going to the hundreds of thousands of dollars, please remember why we are in Bitcoin, for safety, not for greed. Don't let the greed corrupt your plan. We are here to protect ourselves and to hedge ourselves against the corruption of the dollar. You need to remember that. And so you are hedging yourself against the collapse of the old monetary system in a way. The reset, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. A big shocking change is coming. If you call it hummus, tahini, ketchup, or mustard, it doesn't matter. Something comes. And Bitcoin will be in the hundreds of thousands because the dollar will be going down. And so more and more people will want to edge themselves against the collapse of the dollar. And there is only 900 Bitcoin made a day. 900 Bitcoin a day for 7 billion people, organization, institution, governments, whatever you want to call them. Right now it's still okay because the game is still playing. But when Titanic is going to tilt from like that, boom, then you have panic. Then you have chaos. Then you have stress. Then you have people freaking out, running all directions at once, trying to save themselves. They don't know what to do. There's no way to get silver by then. There's no way to get gold by then. And there's no way to get Bitcoin by then, possibly. Because if everyone wants to buy Bitcoin and there's only 900 Bitcoin a day, there is no sellers and there is a lot of buyers, which what supports the price just going up and up and up and up because no one wants to sell. Everyone wants to hodl because all the rest is falling down. So you need to understand why am I talking about Bitcoin from a spiritual place, from a place of awareness, okay? So if you have patience, fortune favors the brave. You can buy this dip at the 45 range, 43 range. You know you go up. And then when it dips to the low 30s, you buy the dip like no tomorrow. No tomorrow. So you can save. Here I am giving you now 2 months to save. No, not even. You got 6 weeks. 6-7 weeks to save money. And yes, you will see movements. You can go for the quick fix. You can go now and buy the altcoins. The Digibyte or the Litecoin and the Theta and the whatever is yours. You can go and do that. And you will make profits. There will be a lot of profits in altcoins. Over the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months, there will be a lot of profits, right? But because you are buying it now and you will sell it less than a year, you're paying around 47% taxes. So if you're only doubling your money, it's not worth it. So the minimal rule of thumb in crypto in this sense is like you need to make at least 3 times your money to make it a worth trade. 5 times, the most balance. 10 times, awesome. 20, fantastic. 50, 100 times, wow, you're a champion. But, don't just be attached to, I'm only going to buy something I'm going to do 100 times the money. Don't be greedy. 10 times your money is also good. 5 times your money is amazing. It's still a blessing, but you need to plan it right. Saturn, okay? Now, full moon is on Tuesday. I have to finish. Full moon is on Tuesday in the afternoon. 2 o'clock, let's see, 7:06. 7 degrees and 6 minutes. There we go. Tuesday, 1:01 p.m. Okay? There is a sound healing meditation journey for this full moon on Monday night, 7 p.m. and on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Okay? If you need it, come and get it. It's going to be very powerful. Moon, 7 degrees Scorpio, 6 minutes. In opposition to the Sun, 7 degrees, 6 minutes Taurus. And in opposition to Uranus, 10 degrees. They are very close. And they will conjunct the Sun and Uranus. They will conjunct at the end of this week on the 30th of April. They conjunct next weekend. Okay? And that's like a big ending for this April. Venus is coming into conjunction with Mercury at the same time. So there is big... This is explosive. Because Scorpio brings the intensity of emotions, which has trauma trigger narrative. People may act from trauma. People may act from shadow. People may act as agent of darkness. People may be exposed. Secrets, lies, cheat, betrayal, rejections, abandonment, things like that are going to come up to the table, which are going to force you to let go of an old structure of security, safety, control, your livelihood, the way you live your life, the structure, the comfort, your relationship, your love life, your sex life, your health, your finance, your investment, your real estate, your values. With Uranus, expect the unexpected. Anything could happen to you. And if you think you got it right, the next thing you know, something happened that you didn't expect. Venus and Mercury are conjunct together. And this is following the moment that we started Taurus season with Mercury conjunct the Sun on 0 degrees. Okay? So Mercury conjuncted the Sun at the initiation of Taurus season. And here is the Scorpio full moon with the Sun in Taurus. And Mercury is now conjunction with Venus. Taurus rules Venus. Venus rules Taurus. So that which we were supposed to really understand, realize, define, converse, debate, negotiate, like through March, April, go, do the best changes you can, just go for it, because now we are going into, there was another shift I forgot to talk about, Mars kicked into Cancer. Mars in Gemini was like, I need to tell you what I need to tell you. I need to say what I need to say. Let's shoot from the head, from the waist. A lot of air, action about debates, conversations with the North Node in Gemini. It's about the future. Where do I want to go? I need to understand. I need to realize. I need to analyze. I need to define. I need to converse. I need to talk. I need to say what I have to say. A true warrior, courage, passion, assertion, my values, my future, my plan, what I need, what I want. And now Mars goes into Cancer. And now comes the point. Cancer is the emotional. Cancer ruled by the moon. Cancer is the feminine. Emotional security, emotional insecurity. And Mars here is like, I need to take action for my emotional security. I need to take action for how I am being nurtured, how I am being loved, how I feel secure, connected, loved, embraced like a loving mother love. That's what Mars is coming to do in Cancer now. Which means that now, all this time, there was a lot of things happening for all of us, a spinning vortex of events, changes, enormous amount of data, realization, confrontation, invitation, but our emotional body got left behind. And now as Mars kicks into Cancer, it's like the emotions are gonna catch up with what just happened to us over the last few months. So it's going to be a month of action with 2 months with Mars in Cancer. This didn't happen for 2 years, by the way. Last time was 2019. Something that happened to you around April 2019 is correlating to now. Okay? It could be that something happened back then that created a process that is now coming into the action of it or the result of it, something like that. Okay? So that's one shift that happened this week, that is happening this week. Let me tell you exactly, just for the sake of it. Mars kicked into Cancer. Mars kicked in today. Today? Let's move. Let's see. Mars Cancer. Where are you, Mars? There we go. Mars Cancer, Friday, 10 p.m. Friday, 9 p.m. So last night, Friday night, this is Mars into Cancer, taking action for my own connection, for my own nurturing, for my own emotional security, okay? And that happened at the same time that Venus conjunct Uranus over here, okay? So something meaningful happened in your relationships, in your values, in your life. I spoke about it a lot. Unexpected, weird things happening, right? With Mercury, there's a lot of realization, conversation, epiphanies. Uranus is also on the brighter side. Uranus is enlightenment. Aha! I see it. A maverick, a genius idea, inspiration out of nowhere, realization, connection with weird, different people, eccentric people, quirky connection that suddenly made you realize something in a different way that you never see before. It's innovative, it's revolutionary. You never really thought you could think like that before, but suddenly you think like that and it shifted the entire way you're functioning with it. Something shifted for you on Thursday, Friday. Very powerful, very powerful, very, very powerful. Just a second. Now, the other thing I wanted to say is pay attention that Saturn is on the 12 degrees, 47 minutes. Saturn is now slowing down. In a month from now, Saturn goes retrograde. And a month later, Jupiter goes retrograde. Okay? So we're going to have like the big planets so then go like boo, 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 retrograde season. Okay? So as Venus today, Venus was squaring Saturn. You might have felt hopeless, depressed, in pain, restricted, facing uncomfortable situation that you had no control over. This could mean depression. This could mean feeling, sense of loss of power and control, facing authority, facing karma. Karma is knocking on our doors right now in the most personal way possible, and it is beneficiary for our future. Aquarius. Jupiter is at the end of Aquarius, 27 degrees. It's the gifts for the future. The universe is dropping on us gifts which are unexpected. We didn't really want them. We didn't really thought about them. They just happened to us, and we're going through trauma. We're processing changes. We are kind of in this vortex, but the universe is saying, but Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius, this is for your future. Your future will be better. There will be a blessing. Believe in it. Trust in it. Trust in the process. Don't get lost. Don't get lost. Okay? So then Mercury square Saturn now, tonight. Let's see. Let's move to right now. There we go. Mercury 12 degrees 46. Saturn 12 degrees 53. As we are talking, Mercury is closing in on the square to Saturn. So here comes the responsible conversation that has to happen, the karmic conversation, you facing your own authority, maybe you're facing uncomfortable things you need to talk about in order to whatever. This could be depressive. This is heavy. This Saturn is restricting us, but it's beneficial, so you have to trust it, okay? So here is Monday. Mercury conjunct Venus is happening on the 14th degree. I'm moving the hours back. I'll tell you exactly when it happens. It happens on the 13th degree. And there we go. 14 degree and 13 degree Taurus and 46 minutes. On Monday, tomorrow, 7:20 a.m. Tomorrow morning, pay attention to your dreams, beautiful community. Tomorrow morning, you're waking up to conjunction of Venus with Mercury. Something will be debated. Something will be negotiated. Something will be realized about your love life, about your finance, about your health. It's going to be out of nowhere, unexpected. Changes might happen when it knocks on your door. Try not to be as much in shock as you will be in shock. Try not to be in trauma, as traumatic as it may be. Try not to be impulsive. Try to conduct yourself properly. The moon is in Libra. Make sure your emotional body is in balance with the others for harmony, justice, fairness. So it's about fairness. So it's like the moon is coming through Libra into Scorpio. So she's kind of like, wait a second, just before the full moon, Mercury and Venus meet, so because we need to understand what are we letting go of? What are we releasing? What are we ending? It's a full moon, people. It's a big, deep full moon. What is need to be letting go? What kind of substance have you been abusing? You need to let go of it. Reclaim your power from the addiction. Reclaim your power from abuse. Reclaim your power from abusive dynamic of power, of sex, of control, dynamic in your relationships with other people, with strangers, with yourself. Stop abusing yourself. Stop abusing your values. Stop abusing your sex. Stop abusing your power. Stop abusing your money. Be responsible with your money. Stop buying like a crazy person if you don't have money. Afterpay, Puma pay after, pay me later, pay me in 10 years with 10% interest. All these concepts. Are you guys crazy? People are using it are crazy. It's like credit card with no credit card. It's like it's suicide. Buy now because you can't afford it, pay later. But who said you're going to be able to afford it later? If you can afford it now, you have to be responsible, people. We are living in funny time. Have to be responsible. Mercury, Venus, conjuncting Taurus, squaring Saturn. This is important time to make serious decision, responsible decision to your future. Stand up in your value, be who you are, believe in who you are, represent who you are with no fear. Pluto, face your fear. Stop being a wuss. Stop being afraid of your fear. Stop being afraid of your trauma. Stop being afraid of being exposed, seen, revealed, felt, connected to. Stop being afraid. Stop running. Stop hiding. Stop lying. Stop deceiving yourself. Yourself. Leave the others alone. Yourself. Stop lying to yourself. If you're not valued, be honest with yourself and take action. Release that which doesn't value you. Release that which doesn't love you. Release that which abused you. Release that which disempowered you, manipulated you, lied to you, cheated on you, betrayed you, whatever it is for you. Release it with no fear. Reclaim your value. And the blessing of the future will come guaranteed and promised. But you have to take your serious decision, calming decisions for the future. Okay? That was a powerful message that just came through there. The power I sensed inside of me was like, whoa, 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 take it easy, dude. What just happened there, man? So the Tuesday, the full moon, I'm going back to Tuesday, full moon. Okay, on Monday, Mercury, Venus traveling together. We're going to Tuesday, and I'll go back the hours to the full moon, which was 1 p.m. Here we go. And in the full moon, we said 7 degrees, the Venus-Mercury we spoke about, the Uranus aspect we spoke about. Interesting enough, Chiron is making an aspect, 10 degree. So this is healing stuff going on here. And the square to Saturn brings a lot of restrictions, brings a lot of frustration. It can bring depression. It can bring loss of hope and faith and trauma and Scorpio, dark, shadow, creepy crawlers. Whatever comes your way, and it might be harsh, it might be very unpleasant, it might be very disturbing, it might be humiliating, it might be hurting you to the core of your soul, it might be traumatizing you, you might find yourself in trauma moment, and in those moments you have to step in, you have to step up, and you have to go within, Taurus, and find your resources within you, and find your value within you, find your love within you, find your abundance within you. Taurus, you are your safety, you are your security, you are your protection, you are your connection. Spirit is your support, Spirit is your resources. The Great Spirit and Mother Earth will bless you with everything that you need. But you need to know that you deserve it, that you are valued, that you are worthy, and it will be yours. But it will be challenged in enormous powers. You will be extremely challenged. It's not going to be fun. And in that time, you need to evolve better than ever before. You need to transform more than ever before. You need to step up to the plate, and in a moment of despair, find faith. In a moment of depression, find joy. In a moment of fear, find love. You have to find it. No one will find it for you. No one will be there for you. It's inside of you, and you have to find it alone. And the others that will challenge you and confront you will challenge you, so you will be forced by the universe to go within and find it alone inside of you, in your connection, in your worthiness. And once you get there, you will have the most calm Buddha, Samadhi, Nirvana, inner peace, a smile of humble sense of value. You will find safety. You will feel secure in this presence of this still earth presence that is you, beautiful child of love. And these messages are coming to you very strong right now, because your humble servant, your humble captain, is turning 40 today. This is my 40th birthday, which means that it's a very powerful day for me to speak to you. And it happens as Venus and Mercury, the Sun is on my Sun, and Uranus is on my Venus. And over the last few days, Venus and Mercury and all that be playing together on my planet. So the messages that are being challenged here are very powerful, very transformative, very insightful, and I really hope they serve you well. Okay. Now I don't wanna go further because it's already 8:46. We're running for 2 hours and a bit, so I don't want to go further from here. But one thing I haven't fully completed before, which I wanted to show you, is this. Okay, the 3D concept of it all. So what is actually happening here? Okay, here is the Earth, here's the Moon, here's the Earth, and here is Mercury, here is Venus. Venus-Mercury conjunction, that's how it looks like, okay? It's Mercury, Sun, Earth, Moon, okay? Moon, Earth, Sun, Mercury, Venus. The personal planet of feminine emotion, feelings. The personal planet of the intellect, the communication, the negotiation. The personal planet of the emotions, the feelings, the Moon. And the Earth where we roam, okay? And the Sun, the soul, okay? Very, very cool. By the way, Mars is doing a nice trine to this full moon. So Mars gives us the passion, the courage, the bravery to step up and step in and be there for ourselves. And here is your Saturn that is squaring. You see? Saturn is squaring, as you see it more like from here. You see how Saturn is there. I'll show it from here. Yeah, like that you can see. So here is Saturn, 90 degrees to the Earth and the Moon. Yeah? And that's a square here as well. Now the cool thing also is that, look at this. Here is Uranus. Okay? Here is Uranus. So what is Uranus doing? Look at the line. Here's Uranus, Venus, Mercury, Sun, Earth, Moon. Super, super powerful. This is like frequencies from outer space. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. So the Sun is doing the solar flares. The Sun is coughing. You know? The Sun has activity. Uranus is zapping the Sun here. Look at that. Uranus is zapping the Sun with this direct alignment. Boom, boom, boom. And the Sun is getting the energy and she's coughing solar flares towards the Earth. Achoo, achoo, achoo. Then the Earth is coping all this massive new energy that is coming from the Sun through Uranus. It comes directly from Uranus through the Sun into the Earth. We're being zapped. At the same time, we're going through this massive photon belt of the galactic disk. Here it is again, zooming all the way out, all the way out. Here's your galactic disk. We're cruising right through the equator of the galactic disk, right? And this is the new age. We're now starting a new 26,000 years, right? So we did 13,000 years under the galactic disk, yeah? We did this 13,000 years, 6.4, 6.4, and now we're going to 13 years above, into enlightenment, into the light. That's what I'm saying to people. Don't fall into the spell of the dark at the moment. They're never gonna win. They have no chance. It's all hocus pocus bilabocus. It's all mumble jumble cumble bumble. It's all gonna, basically, there's gonna be a lot of disasters coming out with the Jews over the next few months, okay? Uranus, where are Uranus? Here you are, going back to you. Here is Eris, by the way. Eris, the goddess of discord, war. You know, we spoke about that Eris is squaring Pluto. Here is Pluto. Here is Pluto, squaring Eris. They're both very far orbit planets, so they're squaring all this year and last year, and this is like death, rebirth, evolution, transformation, war, blood, destruction, rebel, activist. Yeah, go for it. Right? And at the same time, Uranus is also cooking us. Okay? So, there's a lot going on in our solar system. A lot going on. And the last thing I wanted to say about this 3D concept, just to finish it, here's your Pluto. So Pluto 26 degree, remember why is it taking him so long? You see this orange line? That's his orbit, okay? That's the orbit of Pluto. And so here's this 26 degree, okay? So if I run it really quick, this is the Earth, okay? Earth to Pluto. Here's, I'll do it like that. Earth to Pluto, this is the 26th degree, okay? And here I am playing it. It's going April, May. Here's the 26th degree. So what's happening? The Earth is passing Pluto, so Pluto goes retrograde, okay? But then it moves, the optical illusion moves, so then Pluto goes direct on the 26th degree still. But it's all optical illusion. Now you're seeing basically now you're seeing what's happening, and this is moving fast. Look how it is days. This is November already, okay? So the moon constantly circling, and here is, oh, let's pause there. This is interesting, right? This is interesting. There we go. Look at that. We're gonna have, there we go. This is gonna be powerful. Stop. We're gonna have like, look, Earth, Venus, Mercury, Pluto. Ooh, this is January 2022. Okay, so this is how like it looks like. Okay, so the planets that are far away, when we do this, now the planets move forward. But when we do this, from Earth's point of view, Pluto now goes back. So Pluto goes retrograde. But then we go here, so Pluto moves forward again. And then we go here. So that's what the retrograde means, okay? So here is Mercury. Okay, here is Mercury. Moving. Mercury goes retrograde because it's behind. We're stationing direct. And here's Mercury going direct. But here, suddenly here Mercury goes retrograde. You see the line? Suddenly Mercury goes retrograde. But then Mercury goes direct. 3 times a year. Okay? Yeah, I just wanted to show you a bit of fun, just so you understand like how it looks in the big picture and what's happening to us, you know, as the big concept of why is it so full on. So this Uranus is just zapping us. Zapping. Jupiter is here. Soon Jupiter kicks into Pisces. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it, family. That's pretty much it. There's always stuff to share. What terrible comments. Someone wrote, just switched off. Terrible comments. Oh, okay. Switch off. See you later. Bye. People who listen to me, like, he's probably never heard me before, right? He thinks that I'm like, I know who I am, mate. It's all right. It's all good here. Hello, Peter. Hello. Welcome back to Australia, Peter. Hello, Inbar and Ruth and Paula. And yeah, so family, thank you all for the love. It was really fantastic to spend my 40th birthday here with you. And I want to finish with Ami. Okay, let's finish with Ami. So, thank you all for your support. Again, if you want to join our community, please join us at patreon.com/healingdelight. If you need healing sessions or crypto coaching sessions or sound healing meditations, please go through our website, healingdelight.com. You will find there a link to click for booking system. You can book yourself in, come Monday night 7 p.m., Tuesday night 7 p.m. sound healing meditation. The higher tier of Patreon community will receive the recording on Tuesday. I recorded on Monday night, posted on Tuesday morning, afternoon. It's going to be a very big week. Hold on to your center. Hold on to dear life. Hold on to the love within. I hope I managed to channel you everything that I could in the best way possible. And thank you so much, Dana. I see a blessing now. But yeah, thank you all of you for the awesome vibe, for the love, for who you are for me in my life, and for being a part of my journey. And I will see you next week again. And I'm now gonna play you a song before we go, because yeah, why not? This. What do I play? You know what? No, this is in Hebrew. Yeah, this one. Well, let's play this one. Yeah, for sure. This is the song that I channeled in that pizza place when I got electrified. Okay, it was from 2008, long time ago, but lots of fun. Love you, family. Peace, love, and happiness. 40 years old, baby. Bam. I'll move it forward a bit. A bit more. Here we are. Bit of reggae vibe from Ami. Love you, family. Have a good week.
Listen to this one. Your imagination, my friend, is your power of creation. I said your imagination, my friend, is your power of creation. I said
If you imagine your life in a negative way, all you get is negativity. If you imagine your life in a positive way, all you get is positivity. Your imagination, my friend, is your power of creation.
I said
Your
imagination, my friend, is your power of creation. Imagine that there are no territories.
Woohoo! Love you, family.
There are no more politics.
Happy birthday to me.
Imagine that
40
there are
years
no
old, baby.
territories.
Love you all.
Imagine that there are
Peace,
no more
love,
conflicts and
happiness.
your imagination, my friend,
Is your power of creation, I say.
I said
Your
imagination, my friend, is your power of creation. I said, imagine that the planet is one nation. Imagine that peace between religion. Imagine that unconditional love. Imagine that there's harmony. Your imagination, my friend, is your power of creation. I said, your imagination.
Follow your heart, follow your dreams, follow your love, follow your value. Know that you are worthy.
Imagine that the planet is one nation. Imagine that peace between religion. Imagine that unconditional love. Imagine that there's harmony. Your
Imagination, my friend, is your power of creation.
I say your
Bye, family.
imagination,
Love you
my
so much. Thank you
is
for
your power
everything.
of creation.
Bless.